Question 21, Part A from the 2013 Revised Higher Physics paper. And it says that a car is traveling at a constant speed of 15 meters per second. I'll just highlight that, it might be important, along a straight level road, and it passes a motorcycle which is stationary at the roadside. At the instant the car passes, the motorcycle starts to move off in the same direction, and the graph shows the motion of each vehicle from the instant the car passes the motorcycle. So let's just have a look at the graph. So there it is, showing the motorcycle speed up as the car is traveling along at 15 meters per second. So first question, which is here, show that the initial acceleration of the motorcycle is 5.0 meters per second squared. So the first thing I want to emphasize here is that this is a show that question, and in a show that question you must display an appropriate formula and you must display it correctly. And this is a question where we're trying to determine the acceleration of the motorcycle, and we've got various points of data from this velocity time graph. We have the initial speed of the motorcycle, which is 0. We have the final speed after 4 seconds, v, which is 20, and we have the time over which it's accelerating, which is 4 seconds. So we have lots of data, and we need to use all of that data to determine the acceleration. So the equation we must use, we can write it in a number of forms. V is equal to u plus at. I think that's how it's written in the formula sheet, but you could also use the formula v minus u over t. You must display it in this form, however. The marking scheme makes it very clear that if you write it as a is equal to v over t, just assuming that u is 0, so you don't write the u there, then you won't get any marks whatsoever. So we can plug it in like that. The final velocity is 20, the initial velocity is 0, and the time that takes to accelerate is 4 seconds. So 20 over 4 is 5 meters per second squared. And also bear in mind you must include the units correctly, otherwise you'll lose half a mark. Also, you can talk about the gradient. You can say that the acceleration is determined by the gradient, but you must state it in the form that the acceleration is the change of velocity over the time to really get the marks. If you just say v over t, as I've emphasized before, you won't get the full 1 mark.